Hello judges, this is our submission to the Google AI Hackathon. So about 4 or 5 years ago, my grandmother was unfortunately diagnosed with breast cancer. But thankfully, she's made a full recovery. But now it's extremely important for her to stay on top of her medical work, her blood work, and her upcoming doctor's appointments. But unfortunately, her medical information is hidden away. It's been moved to online dashboards, and unfortunately, she's not very savvy with the computer at all. And she's not alone in this regard. Over 40% of adults have some sort of physical disability, and 77% of older adults feel uncomfortable navigating new technology. And as tech-savvy people, it's very easy for us to forget that the web is often very overwhelming, especially if you didn't grow up with it. So that's why we built GemUI, an accessible web experience powered by Google Gemini. Now, GemUI was inspired by the recent Google Next conference where Vercel demoed their vision for generative UI, a way for large language models to return rich components rather than just text only. We wanted to expand on this vision by making it universal, allowing generative UI to be applied to any website. We believe that rather than adapting to a website, websites should adapt to your preferences, and we see generative UI as a key stepping stone in creating a more personalized, accessible web. GemUI takes multimodal input to understand the web page, using screenshots and raw HTML content to interpret the current state. Then, using that context, it's able to generate UI that's relevant to the user and build an interface that's dynamic and personal. We built this on the front end using Vercel's AI SDK and starter templates, as well as React and TypeScript. On the back end, we used Google Gemini, Python, and WebSockets. That's enough about GemUI. Let's see it in action.
On the left is the GemUI interface, and on the right is the browser that GemUI interacts with. Now, when we go to the blood work page, we'll see that GemUI does a couple of things. One is that it scrapes the HTML and also takes a screenshot of the page. Then it interprets it and extracts out the UI that's relevant to the user's request. Here we can see that we obtained the sign in button, and now we're going to obtain the relevant username, password, and login buttons directly from the UI. We are taking the UI, we're not cutting it, we are actually going to generate the UI on the fly. We see here that we can log in, and in real time, the inputs are piped over to the actual user interface on the right side. Now that we're on the dashboard page, we can see that Gemini, again, goes through the process of interpreting and generating the UI on the fly. Now, we can see that once the UI is finished generating, we have a simple representation of the dashboard that's very easy for anyone to use and see on the left side. We can interact with the appointments button, and now we can see again that we navigate to the appointment page on the right side, and eventually we're going to get the upcoming appointment. So this lets getting the information a lot easier. Thank you for watching.